Hello and welcome back to Jacob's Toys 5 minute figure reviews. Please do like, share, subscribe and all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. And in this video we are taking a look at the 3 3/4 inch Marvel Legends Kenner retro styled figures. In particular we are taking a look at Thor. Now Thor has been an anticipated one for a while. People have been asking for him and we finally have him, and I must admit there is very little to be disappointed with. As a 3 3/4 inch figure with 5 points of articulation, he has got a ton of details in there, and there's even a little Mjolnir accessory as well, which is quite cool. Now the box without a doubt is part of the attraction of these figures. I am an opener. I do like to get my figures out and kind of display them out of the box, so I am going to open them up, but I do open my figures, or these figures in particular, this way. I kind of put my thumb in that little hole at the bottom and kind of just break around the edge, and then that way it does maintain the quality of the box. So if I want to put the figures back in the box and display them in the box, then of course I have that option. Loving this little Mjolnir. If nothing else, this would make a very cool little keychain accessory or something. He pops off of his cape just like that, so you don't have to pull the cape through the plastic. You can do that just like that, and I'm going to put this back in here and put it with the rest of my boxes in storage, because I think at some point I'm going to put these back in the boxes and display them in the box, because I'm absolutely in love with the artwork on these boxes. But let's get to the figure. We've got 3 minutes 39 left. Let's get to the figure. So 5 points of articulation. There's a little bit of paint rub there on my figure's leg, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but either way, you've got 2 shoulder pegs there, you've got a back peg as well, so just make sure all of those marry up. Now I'm not going to lie, I'm having a little bit of difficulty putting it in, so I think I'm going to have to put the hair over the top of the cape to get this in. Let me try. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to kind of slide the cape up underneath the hair. So yeah, okay, that's not as easy as I thought it would be, but either way it doesn't distract from the figure. Now this of course is Thor. Thor is part of the Avengers. So far in regards to Thor characters, we've only actually had Loki. If you exclude the other Avengers that we've had, the only other character that we've had that kind of ties in with Thor is Loki. We got Loki before in a previous wave. I'm just going to put this little Mjolnir in his hand because it actually looks really cool. I love that it's got a little strap as well, and the strap has got a little bit of detail there. There's no kind of detail on the Mjolnir, so it's kind of very in keeping with those kind of 3 3/4 inch figures that we got back in the day. Now this line is obviously heavily inspired by the Kenner figures that we had back in the day, so I think it's a really nice touch by Marvel Legends. I think there's something really nostalgic about this line, and I must admit, even though I didn't jump on it straight away when it came out, I'm really pleased that I did. Now, like I've said in previous videos, these are 5 points of articulation, but they have got a wrist swivel as well, which kind of takes it to 7 points of articulation, I guess. But in this particular case, it's a very welcomed addition, because you can kind of twist the wrist and get Mjolnir so that you can kind of see it. There's a little bit of paint rub on his foot as well. Now, I've not actually had any issues with any of my figures up until now in regards to paintwork, so I'm a little bit disappointed that Thor has that. Here he is with Loki, with his brother, the god of mischief, Loki, and they look really cool together. The colours are really reminiscent of that kind of style and that kind of era. If you check out my Black Widow review that's also up on my page, you can see I put Thor alongside all of the other Avengers that we've got, but in this video I'm just going to put him alongside Loki just so that you can see. Now, they do look really cool together, you must admit. There's a lot of nostalgia there, not only just in the figures but also in the style of costume and the era, the age of the costume as well. His helmet, his headdress bit is all metallic, which is really nice, and it does stand out, and I don't think this video fully does it justice, but they are on completely different body molds, so they do stand at different heights and different widths. The cape is a really nice accessory. Now it is obviously hard, it's not a soft goods cape, it's a hard cape, so from the back that's pretty much what you see. I'm going to get rid of Loki and let's just have a look at Thor in the last kind of minute of this video. But this is definitely one of my favourite ones to date, just because there's a lot of detail going on with the headdress, the hair, the details in his costume, and of course the Mjolnir accessory as well. It's definitely a really good figure for the price. Now I would say if you're a collector of these figures, Thor is an absolute must. And if you're a collector of any particular team like Avengers, then again Thor is an absolute must. But yeah, I'm massively pleased with this one. I have picked up a handful of these recently, so I am doing a handful of reviews, so do check out my page. like, share, subscribe, and all of those things. And of course, you can check out those over 5-minute figure reviews on these very awesome, very nostalgic 3 3/4 inch figures from Marvel Legends, inspired by the Kenner line. But that's about it. Thanks very much for watching, and I guess I will see you soon.